Spraying right around the corner, the first thing you want to do is get 20-inch wheels on your brand new Tesla, right? So of course, obviously, that's what I've done. And that means it's time for an efficiency test. The weather today is way warmer than the last time I did a big round trip loop test. It's right around 0 degrees Celsius, which is the freezing point, so about 32 degrees Fahrenheit, compared to my minus 31 Celsius or minus 24 Fahrenheit loop test where I did double the EPA rated range. Today, we're going to be finding out, is the extra 2 inches on the wheels going to make that much of a difference from the 18s in terms of efficiency and cause me to somehow get worse than that 260 watt hours per kilometer, even though it is quite literally 32 degrees warmer in Celsius? Of course, I don't think so, but we'll find out. I plan to keep this test pretty quick, and I'll show you the new wheels and tires after I film the highway portion. So as always, for my round trip test, I'm starting out at the local Dollarama and starting out the test at 62%. Kind of like this new user interface too that I got in an update. There's a dark mode and it looks a little more futuristic. And so there's going to be 2 legs on this trip. One to get to the Hague Service Center, 26 kilometers away, and then of course I'm going to turn around and come back. So for the first leg, it thinks I'll use about 7%. I'll be at 55% when I get there. So let's see if that happens. And then I guess by that logic, I might have 48% when I get back, but we'll see how that ends up turning out. But yeah, 7% wouldn't be too bad, honestly, for being on 20s. And I gave the trip a fresh reset so we can get some really accurate numbers here. I know that 20s do make a difference, so let's just see how this one goes, and I'm going to start the drive out now. And I guess I never showed the weather, so there it is. We're actually warmer than 0 degrees, but yeah, starting out here, and we're on our way. And like in my other videos on this loop testing, I am setting my FSD, my full self-drive, to 114 kilometers an hour to make sure everything remains really consistent with my loop round trip testing. Since I had to pull onto the highway, it's only been a couple kilometers, but yeah, I'm a little concerned here at the initial results. I didn't expect to see numbers closer to 400 on the temperature so warm, but yeah, that's going to be something to keep an eye on for sure. I mean, the car does know that I'm at 20-inch wheels, but I didn't think it would stay this accurate. Like, it's still projecting 55% arrival. We're already a decent chunk of the way to Hague. My mileage is not getting a lot better, so I'm hoping this is going to turn around really soon here, but maybe 50 kilometers isn't quite enough, but regardless, we'll see. I'm only accelerating to highway speed 2 times, and I'm doing 50 kilometers, so it should still even out. You can see it's slowly dropping down back to normal. I might have made a huge mistake being on these 20s. I am still only at 369 watt hours per kilometer right now, and I'm 15 kilometers into the drive. I expected this to come down a lot quicker than it is. Yeah, and this weather on my 18s just this morning, I was getting like 185 to 200 watt hours per kilometer on the highway, and I'm still sitting at 368 now. Like, oh boy. I'm getting concerned here, guys. Like, I'm turning around soon. My projection's still at 55%. I don't even know what to think anymore. This is pretty wildly concerning. I don't know if I can keep these wheels if it stays this bad. All right, well, I'm about to turn around here in 4 kilometers. Projection's still bang on, 55% to actually get to the Hague Shell, the turnaround point here. But yeah, my efficiency is just crazy. Like, it's getting better, 355, but like, what in the heck is going on? At this point, I'm just hoping that by the time I slow down, get back into town and get back to Dollarama, that I won't look like a fool for getting 20s, and that when I slow down and get that regen braking off the highway and such, and then the slow speeds into town, that'll make enough of a difference to bring this at least like what I got at minus 30, right? Like, this is crazy. I feel like a freaking fool right now. I'm just really hoping that this gets better. The watt hours are slowly getting better here as I'm looking down. But yeah, even 350 for halfway into this drive. Oh boy, it's not even a windy day and it's nice out. Yeah, this is wild, guys. And kind of just as I guessed there, it's projecting 48%. Everything is bang on. It's so weird how the car is expecting me to do this bad. Like, what the heck is happening here? Sitting at 346 watt hours per kilometer after the turnaround point. I'm over halfway. I don't think there's any chance I'm getting under 300. Even more crazy though, this is gonna actually be worse than twice as bad, because twice as bad as the rating for the Model 3 is 270 or 275. Like, this is gonna be even way worse than in minus 31 with the factory 18s. My goodness, guys. This isn't good. It's really weird to think that at this point, I'm just hoping to even see 300. Like, this is the worst that I've ever seen while driving Tesla. And yeah, 12 minutes away. We're not going to hit it, folks. 344 watt hours per kilometer, even if I get a lot of regen slowing down into town. I'm just hoping to see 300. I don't think I'm keeping these 20s. And unlike the last time I made one of these videos, I don't even have an epic sunset. So I'm trying to find a silver lining here. Well, my drive is almost done, and you know what? At this point, I'm going to be happy to see 300, and it is getting closer to 300. About to slow down and do a tiny amount of in-town driving. I don't think it's going to be enough, though, folks. I think I'm up the creek. Well, guys, I made it back, and I have to say, I'm pretty surprised. Somehow I made it back above projection, but yet my watt hours per kilometer, 321. What in the heck just happened? This ended up being about 60 watt hours per kilometer worse than in minus 31 on the 18s. I'm kind of at a loss for words, you guys. I don't know what the heck just happened. I think I need to get out to just get some air. This is absolutely crazy. I don't know what happened. I don't know how I did so bad here, but yeah, geez Louise. I don't know what to expect. Like, all I did was get some new 20s. I didn't expect it to get this much worse. Like, they don't even look that much bigger than what I had earlier this morning, right? Well, guys, I hope you had some fun with that one too. I know I had a ton of fun driving the Cyber Beast here today. This has been a blast in Tesla Saskatoon. The folks there, those guys are amazing. Overall, I have to say, 320 watt-hours per kilometer on the highway. It's not even twice as bad as my actual Model 3. This has been a pretty fun video to make, and I love driving new fun stuff like this. Would I buy a $153,000 Cyber Beast? No, obviously not. Pretty much triple what I paid for my Model 3. It's less efficient, but yeah, was it fun? Abso-freaking-lutely. And do I think it's got a place for certain people out there? Yeah, it's a blast. Like, this thing is super cool, you guys. Don't knock it till you try it. But that being said, happy April Fool's Day, everybody. I'd recommend heading to your local Tesla store and just trying one out if you can. Thanks for checking out another Frozen Tesla video. Back to your regularly scheduled programming next week.